Hello and welcome. You're watching Business Today Television. I'm Tanya Aneja and this is Market Today. And what a spectacular session for Indian markets. 19,900 done and dusted on Nifty and Sensex also crossing that important 67,500 mark. So if we look at the markets right now, 127 points uptick there on Nifty, 20,000 mark, not that far away. And let's see how this pans out going forward. And Sensex also 67,500 mark there as well. 400 points uptick there on Sensex as well. Broader markets, they continue to outperform. Mid cap, small cap, these stocks have been doing really well over the past few sessions and over the past few months as well. So 91 points uptick there on mid cap, 36,937 odd level. Small cap also 50 points uptick there, 11,445 points. And it's the stock specific action that is really helping the markets as we speak. And daily we see there is one or the other top performing stock, and today it is ITC, 3 points uptick there, 491 level, all time high for this particular FMCG stock. Dr. Reddy's as well, 2% uptick there, 5349 level, and this is after the US FDA concluded a pre-approval inspection. This positive impact clearly seen on this particular counter. Kotak Mahindra Bank, we have numbers coming in, we have numbers on Saturday, so ahead of numbers, all the banks are doing really well in today's trading session. And Nifty Bank also at record highs. ICICI Bank among the other top gainers, 2% uptick there as well, 992 level on this particular counter. Some of the pharma stocks, they are doing really well, like Cipla, Dr. Reddy's, and Grasim also one of the top gainers for you from today's trading session. Also Bharti Airtel, 2% uptick there as well. Maruti Suzuki, some of the auto counters as well. So these are the top gainers for you from today's trading session. And on the flip side, if we see market losers, we have Infosys, some of the IT counters that are there, among the top losers on your screen. Ultratech Cement also, among the top losers, and HCL Tech, clearly the IT sector not participating. Yesterday also we saw profit booking taking place in this particular sector, and today as well. And Bajaj Finserv and Britannia, some of the FMCG names, they are not participating. And if we see sectorally also, there are few sectors that are trading in the red, like IT and metals, and apart from that every sector is trading in the green as we speak. FMCG, real estate pack also doing really well, and Nifty Bank crossing that 46,000 important level at record highs. And if we see the individual stocks from this particular space, ICICI Bank, Kotak Mahindra Bank, these are among the top gainers from Nifty Bank counter. So now it is important to understand, where are the markets headed, and where is the pocket of opportunity, which are the stocks that you can bet on. So to discuss this, let's welcome our guest on the show today. We have with us Mr. Aditya Agarwal. He's the head of research and investment at investforedu.com. Thank you so much, Aditya, for taking the time out and joining us here on Business Today Television. And I really want to ask you, that is there anything that can spoil this kind of a party, or we just have to sit and enjoy the ride?
Hi, Tanya. Good afternoon. Thanks for having the show. Clearly, I believe it's a matter of time. As we speak, by the end of the show, I won't be surprised if actually Nifty hits that 20K mark, which everybody's been eyeing on.
Absolutely.
We are just about 30, 40 points away from that. And I don't see anything major coming through in the market which will spoil the party. Yes, following this sharp up move, there could be bouts of profit booking. I don't rule that out because clearly Tanya was sitting on extremely handsome gains. I don't rule that out. And past couple of weeks, the time we crossed that 18,600, 18,700 mark, which was acting as a stiff hurdle, post that the run up has been one way. And mind you, the banks weren't participating earlier. If you take a look at the last two trading sessions, banks are the one which are participating. And as we know, Nifty has banking index, banking stocks have more weightage on the Nifty. So if bank stocks starts to participate from here on, I wouldn't be too surprised if Nifty easily surpasses that 20K mark. In fact, I'm eyeing at a level of 20,400, about 500 on the upside. Mind you, fresh investment at current levels should be looked at very cautiously, because we are sitting, as I mentioned, on decent gains, and partial profit booking, bouts of profit booking from current levels cannot be ruled out. You could easily see about 100-200 point fall on the Nifty, which won't be too much, to be honest.
Okay, absolutely. That's the advice coming in. And also, Aditya, if we look at, specific stocks, ITC is the top performer of the day at all-time high. And even if, you see some other stocks from the FMCG pack like Bajaj Consumer Care and, LT Foods, TCM Shriram Industries, Heritage Foods, these stocks have been, performing really well. So what are your thoughts on ITC and FMCG pack?
Tanya, I believe FMCG is a very interesting space to be in. In fact, this is one space which we've been recommending for some time to all our clients, because we feel that the raw material cost pressure and all of that is over now, and it's matter of time before all these FMCG stocks starts to chip in, and should form part of your portfolio. ITC, however, I believe has given its run up in the recent past. I would not look at entering ITC at current levels. Maybe on a decline from current levels, if we see a 4 to 5% kind of a correction in ITC, or maybe more, that could be a compelling level for me to enter ITC, because at current levels, clearly the risk to reward is skewed. I would not venture in ITC. In fact, there are whole plethora of stocks, Tanya, which are available on the FMCG space, which looks very attractive to me. Look at a name like a Dabur, excellent set of numbers. Charts structure is also encouraging. I would stick my neck out, look at Dabur at current levels, can easily give you a return of 5 to 6%. Look at a name like a Britannia or a HUL, all these Marico, all these three stocks also look very attractive on charts. Definitely can give you very good returns. Britannia has given very good returns, but I believe there's more room on the upside as far as Britannia goes. HUL definitely is one of the top bets within the FMCG space at current levels. I believe levels of 3,200 or 3,300 on HUL. If we talk about Marico, definitely at current levels, Marico also makes a very attractive buy list. So the top two bets in the FMCG space for me will be HUL, Marico, and then followed by Dabur.
Okay, absolutely. HUL, Marico, Dabur, these are some of the stocks. Keep an eye on that. And also, if we talk about, pharma space, Aditya, Dr. Reddy's is also, among the top gainers today. And this is after, of course, the US FDA concluded a pre-approval inspection and a routine GMP inspection at its facility. So what are your thoughts on Dr. Reddy's and any other stocks that you like from pharma space?
Oh, yes, Tanya, absolutely. In fact, Dr. Reddy has to be the top bet within the pharma space. This is something that we have been recommending again to our clients. This is a disclosure. We are buyers here, and same has been recommended to our clients. I'm looking at a target of 5,500 to about 5,600 on Dr. Reddy, and that could be very near term targets. At current levels, also, it makes an attractive buy. It ticks all the criteria for a buy stock. And on the downside, 5,200 is a good strong support now for the stock. And I believe it's a matter of time before it tests levels of 5,600 on the upside. So that will always be the top bet. I would not venture into all pharma stocks at the moment, given the fact that most of the pharma stocks have run up. Sun Pharma definitely still looks very good on charts. One can definitely look at adding Sun Pharma in the portfolio as well. You can look at a name like a Cipla as well, because after the recent correction, stock offers a very good risk to reward at current levels, and should definitely be looked at. So Cipla should also form part of your portfolio if you're looking at pharma stocks. At current levels, one can definitely look at adding Cipla. You can easily see levels of 1,200 on the upside here with a decent support at 1,000. I believe it's a very good stock to look at. And if you're looking at something which is in the mid to small category, maybe Alembic Pharma also looks very attractive to me.
Okay, absolutely. These are the two stocks coming in. Keep an eye on that. And also, if you talk about small cap and mid caps, Aditya, the place where the party is happening, and the space has actually performed really well over the past few months. I would say, stocks like RVNL, Masdaq, Polycab, Aurobindo Pharma. These are among the top gainers in today's trading session as well. Any stocks that you like from the broader markets? Your thoughts on this particular space?
Tanya, I believe broader markets is where which gives the maximum pleasure to the retail investors. And as an overall market participant, everybody seems to be happy the moment broader markets start to outperform. And I'm not surprised that broader markets are outperforming. And I think broader markets will continue to outperform. And as you mentioned, rail stocks are something which have been doing very well for themselves. And this has been the order for some time now. It's not just now that the rail stocks are outperforming. And I believe these rail stocks will continue to outperform going ahead as well. On a particular names, maybe RailTel looks very attractive on the charts. One can definitely look at adding RailTel in the railways category. Second, RVNL, which you spoke of, obviously looks very strong on charts again. So this is also something which can be added. I would avoid getting into IRCTC, though a lot of people want to get into IRCTC, but I am not looking, I'm not that gung-ho on the stock, and I don't look at adding IRCTC in my portfolio. The two top bets within the railway stock will be RailTel and RVNL.
Okay, absolutely. These are the stocks that are coming in, and also let's talk about the stocks that are actually not participating in today's rally. And this is clearly, the IT pack, Infosys and HCL Tech, TCS. These are among the top losers, and we have seen it, in yesterday's trading session as well. The stock started performing after Q1, but then the rally fizzled out. What are your thoughts? I mean, because the street is divided when it comes to IT sector. Some believe, there is still some pain left. What are your thoughts?
It's a tricky sector to be invested in at the moment, Tanya. I'll be very honest with you. Pockets are there which are outperforming. This is especially the mid cap and the small cap end of the IT space, which are outperforming. You pick a name like a Persistent System, you pick a name like a Coforge, and look at the performance of these stocks. On vice versa, you look at stocks like Infosys, you look at HCL Tech, you look at TCS. All of them have underperformed. So if you have been in the space, small cap space of that segment has clearly outperformed for the investors. However, on the flip side, the larger cap stocks have not performed that well. But I believe these corrections, intraday corrections, or maybe a day or two corrections, if you get in large cap IT stocks, it's time to look at IT stocks. I wouldn't shy away from adding IT stocks in my portfolio. In fact, I would stick my neck out and be little overweight on IT because I see clearly a risk to reward in favor of going long in IT, adding them in the portfolio. I would not shy away from adding a TCS, Infosys, or an HCL Tech in my portfolio. Be little overweight in these three stocks because, again, as you mentioned, these are not participated in the rally. And I am looking at these stocks clearly participating in the rally. If you take a look at the tech stocks in US, they have clearly come out of that lull phase, and Nasdaq is trading with decent gains. If you take a look at year to date gains, Nasdaq has done well for itself. So I believe the issues in the IT companies are talk of the past. Going ahead, I believe all these major IT companies should start to outperform. Mid cap IT space definitely looks very attractive, but given the recent run up, I would rather look at large cap IT names and add them in my portfolio. The three names that I mentioned earlier will be the top bets. A name like an Infosys, a TCS, and HCL Tech.
Okay, absolutely. And by the way, we are just 10 points away from that important 20,000 mark on Nifty. But talking about the stellar run only, Aditya, Nifty Bank is at record highs today as well. It has crossed that 46,000 important mark. So, you have seen like all these banks have had a stellar run, and these banks like Kotak Mahindra Bank, ICICI Bank, they are in focus. They are among the top losers ahead of their Q1 numbers. We have numbers coming in on coming Saturday. Yes Bank also. So, what are your thoughts on these large cap, banking names and any stocks that you like from this particular sector?
Yes, Tanya, I believe, like I mentioned at the start of the show as well, I'm looking very strongly at adding banking stocks in my portfolio. And if
Okay, I think we'll try to get him back on the show. But meanwhile, if you see the markets at this point in time, clearly, it's the 20,000 mark that is that we are all looking forward to. And currently, we are at 19,987 level, and clearly, just 10 to 12 points away from that 20,000 mark. And Sensex also, if you see, 67,599 point level there as well, 67,600 now. So 67,600 is now done and dusted, and it's clearly, the action, stock specific action that is taking place in today's trading session. Stocks like ITC, Kotak Mahindra Bank, ICICI Bank, these are supporting the rally as we speak. And let's see how this pans out, and all eyes are now on that 20,000 mark. So with that, it's time for us to wrap up this special edition, but don't forget to follow us on our social media platforms. So stay tuned for all the latest market updates, and many thanks for watching.
Anything that you find